Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 64, where the Rangers lose 7-4 to the New Jersey Devils wearing their stupid jersey. Alright, not a lot to talk about, which sounds weird because there were 11 goals in this game. Rangers get crushed by the Devils. Not a team you'd like to get crushed by, especially because you just bought at the deadline. Not as much as I would have liked you to have bought, but you bought. And you go out after the deadline. Oops, that's the weird part. It's like before the deadline, you have these two incredible wins, right? A nail-biter win over the Tampa Bay Lightning, where you just squeak one out. Shesterkin has one of his best games of the season. Fantastic. Then Georgiev goes sicko mode, has the best game, by goals stopped above expected, in Rangers history. Since that has become a track statistic by Money Puck, the best game. No Rangers ever had more than that in a single game. That's how good it was. And you steal one against Carolina, and then you come out and you get, Goodfella'd by the New Jersey Devils. And this isn't on the offense. The offense did fine. 2 goals in the first period, 14 shots. We were laying them on in the second. We looked good. We just started coughing the puck up too much. The defense stopped defending, and the goaltending got not wonderful. All right. 5 goals in the second period, right? Let's talk about that. Wow. Just wow. 5 goals in like 10 minutes is impressive. Now, I don't want to blame Shesterkin for all of these, because I don't think most of them were his fault. Look at where players were left wide open. They were on, players were left wide open, undefended, unguarded. But there was the Mike Babcock quote a couple years ago, and I've used it once or twice, and I'll use it again, of, I don't think all of them were the goalie's fault, but it'd be nice to get a gosh damn save once in a while. That really applies to this. I don't think most of these are on Shesterkin. Would have been nice to get a save on one of those 5 goals that we allowed in the second period alone. Really 6, because one of them was called back. It was on a power play for the Devils. And it was called back because it was offside, but it was that kind of offside that, does not affect play at all. Like, the guy's skate was on offside by a couple of inches. It didn't matter. We gave up essentially 6 goals in the second period. We played horrible. And again, look at how wide open players were being left. Not many of these, I think you can solely put on Igor Shesterkin. But, man, he's bailed us out time after time again, and it would have been nice for him to have bailed us out a little bit more in this game. But, c'est la vie, he was mortal tonight, go figure. Like, the defense, wow, that was horrific. Defensively, for the defensemen, just terrible. Ryan Lindgren had a few plays tonight that were ghastly. Forwards, bad. Now, I'm not so blind that I can't understand a lot of new faces in the lineup. Tyler Mott, just traded for him at the deadline. Jason Braun, just traded for him at the deadline. Andrew Kopp had an assist tonight. Pair of assists, actually. Just traded for him. Vetrano, granted he's had a few games, but new. That's 4 players that you've acquired in the past week. So I get that there's a lot of new faces, and I'm going to chalk this game up to lack of chemistry. Because, hey, 48 hours ago, 4 of those guys weren't Rangers. That's a decent chunk of the lineup. That's, 3 of your 6 forwards were not Rangers, 4 games ago. 2 of them were just added yesterday. One of them being your defense. I get that. I get that there's a lot of new faces. And I'm going to excuse this game, but you're playing Pittsburgh coming up on Friday. You're going to be back in MSG. And hey, that too, 3-game road trip. Granted, this was just in New Jersey, but, still on the road. You're going to be back in MSG Thursday. You're going to be playing Pittsburgh. They're a good team. You really got to look a hell of a lot better than this in that game. All right, positives. Andrew Kopp had a pair of points tonight. Good to see that. He looked, solid. First line, buzzing. Fantastic from the first line tonight. Mika had a goal. Fox had a goal. Both of those first line was on. Andrew Kopp actually had an assist on Kreider, or on Fox's goal. That's good. Lafreniere had a point. That beautiful play that Mika scored on, where Laffy was just grinding the entire time, battling for the puck, gets it to Kreider. Kreider gives it to Mika. Mika with a nice goal. I'm going to say this one last time, and then I think we can stop saying it for a while. Crazy what putting your first overall pick on the first line does for a player. Again, Laffy's look great. This is 4 straight games at the point, I believe. I mean, he's looked fantastic. He's great. Fox, pretty solid. Even when goals were being allowed tonight, Fox still played really well. Lafreniere had a great defensive play. I'll also mention that. Kreider had a goal. He continues to just be on a tear. Strome had a nice tip goal. Panarin got on the board. Man, this just... The offense wasn't really the issue. This was just defense and a little bit of Igor Shesterkin. And positives, you know, like I already mentioned, you're going to be back in MSG for the next game. You also have 3 days off, right? Get 2 days off. So you can rest, kind of center yourselves, and also probably get yelled at a little bit by Gerard Gallant to get your heads out of your new you-know-wheres. So, that's really it. That's all I got for the evening. Not a lot to talk about from that kind of game, huh? I'll be back Friday to talk about the Penguins game. So, until then, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And as always, go Rangers.